interested in a book.
Welcome, friend. Would you like a guaranteed long and healthy life? Suit yourself. If you want to die young and lonely, that's your choice. Oh, I just assume you'll die alone because of how cynical you are.
Hello. Do you want to buy any spices? Like pepper or whatever this is? I don't really know. I just sold a bunch of it to some guy though. So, probably. Oh yeah? She's pretty great, isn't she? We met at the bread stand where she works. I really like bread, so I'm over there a lot. Yeah? That's pretty cool, I guess. You like to travel? I have to travel to Lindo every week to get supplies. It's fine over there, but I wish I didn't have to go all the time. It's kind of like a creepy ghost town out there. Yeah, I mean, me and Evelina have been hanging out a lot. She's really great. Like the other day, she made me a special loaf of bread in the shape of a flower. She's just so cool. Probably something with Evelina. Maybe go on a picnic? I haven't done that in a long time. There's this cool hot spring on the Salt Spring coast. I used to go there when I was a kid. It's all the way at the end of the beach, and no one really knows about it. It's a perfect place for picnics. Yeah, maybe I'll take a trip out there soon. Well, I should probably get back to pretending to know about spices. Yeah, I bought one. I knew it was a toxic tuber. It was pretty obvious. I already used it in a ritual, so you can't buy it back.
Welcome to Yemeni's Art Gallery and Supply. And before you ask, no, I'm not Yemeni. And if you came to... Yes, we can't keep up with commission... Oh, are you a painter? We've been looking for someone to help with the workload, but so far no one's been up to Yemeni's standards. Do you have a portfolio I can look at? Wow, your work is so detailed. You should show this to Yemeni. She lives in the common tower. That's the big round building in the middle. You might just be the painter we need. She'll absolutely want to see at least 3 paintings, though. Anything I can help with? Need some supplies?
Good day.
Just because I'm an owlfolk doesn't mean I can't control myself around copious amounts of fresh fish. Okay, sometimes I eat some of the stock, but it's my shop after all.
Well. Your clothes are looking a little scrappy. Bet you're just about to freeze to death come nightfall. If you're ever looking to upgrade your attire, I'm sure I have just the thing.
What is it? I feel like I just ate a huge bite of death. All I had today was a zucchini. I mean, it looked weird, but tasted really good. Oh, great. Yeah, I bought one. Ate it already. Oh, how long is this gonna last? I'm gonna kill Tam. Oh, this is horrible.
Well, hello there. Such a great day, isn't it? I just love days like this. Last night, I saw 2 shooting stars, and right then, I knew today was going to be a fine one. Ah, you're an artist? Oh, you must be very skilled. I can barely draw a straight line in the mud. If you're feeling especially energetic, we could always use a hand in the fields. We've got a lot of work down on the pea terraces. It can be draining, but I like to read in my free time. A nice book of poetry always boosts my spirits. What? Are you serious? Okay, well, I bought some, but I definitely didn't eat them. I'd never make that kind of mistake. I just don't have them anymore. Threw them away. I need to go now.
Did you figure anything out? Oh God, did she tell you what she thinks of me? Really? I'm dying. Tell me what she said. Where's her favorite place? Really? Wow. I'd heard about it, but I didn't think it was real. That sounds like the perfect magical place.
Oh my God, I can't believe this happened. Have you gotten any of the tubers back? I don't mean to rush you, but this is urgent.
the password.
Always good to see a new face. Let me know if I can help you with anything. I love it here. There's really no part of town I'd be worried to let my two daughters play unsupervised. I moved here right out of college when my longtime resident aunt wrote to me about a job opening in the library. It was quite a great distance for me to move, considering it was a bit of a paltry opening at the time. But 20 years later, as head librarian, I can't say I have any regrets.
Red? Or, yes, just a touch of orange. Oh, hello there. I must have left the door unlocked again. Can I help you? It's true, but I don't hire just anyone. So, let's see what you've got. Well, these look fantastic. So much detail and what accurate depictions. You've got some skill here. I spent years honing my skill, sharing my work with the people of Nava. But these days, I'm no longer interested in realism. I love the life flowing through abstract art. Unfortunately, there's not much interest for that style right now. It is. I'd like to show people that there's more to the world than what we see with our eyes. Anyway, your portfolio is exactly the kind of thing my customers love. How about this? I'm going to shut down my commissions. They've been leaving me uninspired this past year anyway. I'll pass on any new requests to you. Then I can really focus my time on these spots and blobs. Okay, I'll tell Art Dealer the situation. Our customers write down their requests in a ledger back in the gallery. Take a look through and see if there are any requests you'd like to paint.
Trade here, trade there. So many folk are scurrying about. Oh, yes. The more bustle, the better. The sounds of a full market brings me back. Just take a look at all those shiny things coming in the markets. Sad day when my legs stopped working quite so well. Haven't made it down to the lower level in some time. Say, I heard from some other folks that you're one of the most helpful people in Eastshade. Do you have time to help an old woman? Excellent, excellent. You and I, young friend. I can tell we're gonna make a fine pair. Been a long time since I had a partner of any sort. Oh, I feel 10 years younger. I'm embarrassed to admit, I left a precious box up north in the caverns. You know, the howling caverns on the Tiefmoor Bluffs? I must have left it there. It was years ago, mind you, that I left it behind. Longer, actually. I was still a young girl. Spent time playing all over Eastshade. That box was one of my favorite possessions, passed down from my mother. I must have spent hours searching those caverns. Dunno if the sea swept it out or if someone came and took it. Suppose I became a touch more sentimental in my later years. I just want to see it again. It has some decoration, you know. Not too much. It's a rather simple wooden box, I think.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Zara, Assistant Research Scientist here at the university. Do you know of Melik? He's the merchant selling the so-called elixir of life down in the market. And do you think it can really extend your life? That seems a reasonable guess. I have a favor to ask of you. Do you think you could perhaps go to Melik's shop in the market and buy me one of said elixirs? I'll buy it from you at twice what it's worth. Well, you see, I've earned a bit of a reputation here in Nava as the resident skeptic. I just like to know the science of things. I tried to buy one from him. He told me that with my closed-minded attitude, it would never work on me, and refused to sell me one. The obvious tactic of a charlatan, if you ask me. Fantastic! You can find me here just about any time. I'm always working.
Sorry, you can't go up there right now. We're doing some renovations. Hard to say. Maybe in 10 months, give or take. Could be longer if we hit any delays. If you're here to visit, yeah, you won't be seeing it this trip. Sorry about that. Well, you need a pass. Any official from the university should be able to give you one. Have a good one. You're back. Have you decided you'd like more time on this? The water is sourced from the life-giving springs of Eastshade.
A fine day for science. Did you by chance pick me up one of those elixirs from the market? Wonderful. Now I can run some tests. Why don't you come back in about an hour, and I'll fill you in on my findings. I know it's a spectacular view. Beyond that, though, is there any reason specifically you need to be up there? I see. Well, I'll tell you what. Help me with discovering the truth about Melek's elixir, and I'll get you a pass.
Stay informed. Get the latest issue of the Shadian Post. Pick it up here. Free copies. Accepting donations.
What can I brew you up? You have a good day now.
can still taste that grape filling. Repulsive.
That was perfect. I couldn't picture it going any better. He totally thought you were a delivery person. This one will go down in family history. You should look into doing this for a living. I don't have much to give you, but seeing my brother eat a grape pastry was just priceless.
Well, looky doodah, we've got a fresh face. Haven't seen you in the city before, and I like to think I know just about everyone around here. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Osha. Some people around here call me the one glowstone guy because I'll buy anything for one glowstone. Any item under the sun and moon. Just one. The way I see it, I already got just about everything I need in life. So nothing's worth more than one glowstone to me. There's only one thing that's worth more than a glowstone to me. One special thing. And that thing is mountain wart. I'll give you 2 for that. It's pretty. Adds a nice burst of color to my pile here.
Stop thinking about... We've got a lot of work down on the P. The secretive underground tea drinking society. I've had a few cups of dream tea in my day, but things have changed since then. Now it's all locked doors and passwords. Like I said,
Welcome to the inn below the tarnished teapot. Correct. That is the name. We once had another name, but everyone just called us that inn below the tarnished teapot. I don't really blame them. This place is a bit of a dump. The manager has really let it go. Me. Thanks. I try. Sounds hard. I used to live on the mainland years ago. Working as a bricklayer was terrible. Hated every minute. Then my grandma died, bless her soul, and left me a son. Quit my job that day and got the first ship here. For no reason in particular. Just wanted to leave. Bought this dumpy floor for dirt cheap. Didn't really know what I was doing. Now this city's a boom town and I'm living off the reverse mortgage. Just goes to show, act impulsively and sometimes you get rich. That's what I've learned anyway. Oh, and have some inheritance. It's kind of like a club. People go under the city to drink dream teas, relax, unwind. It used to be open for everyone, but it's pretty locked down now. Some folks have been trying to destroy or steal their tea plants, so they had to get real protective. There was a dream party out on the Salt Spring Coast a few nights ago. Who knows? Maybe you can make the right connections and get a chance to try some. Oh.
A wonderful show at the Tarnished Teapot last night. The tea house hosts a different musician or storyteller every evening. They are such inspiring events. Goodness, I almost fed this to my grandmother. Thanks for finding me. Here, you take it back. I don't need it anymore. Oh, have you been there yet? I highly recommend it. Just relax, sip some tea, and have a lovely nap. A perfect way to spend an afternoon. I don't know much about the group, other than that it's some sort of spiritual gathering. But they do love dream tea. It's sacred to them. I think my father-in-law belongs to their group. I should ask him about it.
Did you get them back? Oh dear, I can't believe this. Oh, my days as a vendor are over, I just know it. Thank you for going out there. You can keep these tubers, just don't eat them.
your latest issue of the Shadian Post here.
Well.
Knowledge is power. Stay informed. Come pick up the latest news here.
What can I brew you up? You have a good day now.
I do love working here in the university, even though my senior professor Esma can be a bit eccentric at times. Well, I've run some tests. Unfortunately, my findings are inconclusive. The solution seems to be mixed with so many things I can't get a clear reading of its composition. I've been thinking. Melik claims the life-giving ingredient in his potions is water from the local hot springs. I know it's a big ask, but I'm wondering if you're interested in collecting water samples from each of the 5 hot springs of Eastshade. Then we can really answer this question once and for all. No more tricks, no more overpriced traps. What do you say? Fantastic! Take these empty vials. The collection should be fairly straightforward. Finding the 5 hot springs will be the hard part. They're in all corners of the island, and some are rather tucked away. How's the Like I said, help me with they're a group that highly appreciates the consumption of dream teas. The teas are made with herbs that stimulate dreams. It's quite interesting how the chemicals work on the brain. They are safe in moderation, the largest risk being that when sleeping with dream teas, one gets very little rest, since the brain is actually more stimulated than during the day. The latest science actually considers it a form of exercise for your brain.
just where you should head if you're interested in the true Eastshadian tea experience. Unless you're a member of the Shares, of course. Then it would not be ideal. Oh, no. The Shares wish it was. It's a matter of faith for them. They don't think anyone should use the tea in an unholy manner. Completely. Just a little magic for your dreams. Can I help you? Stay safe now.
Care to hear my song again? I could use the practice.
So, the newcomer has walked the road to Nava. Didn't I tell you it would be worth it? Would you like a ride to Nava? You've already paid the toll, so it will be free for you. My ox is strong, no? Ship. Such a good ship she was. None of that matters now, though. Now leave me be.
beautiful place to come and think, wouldn't you say? This place will always be closest to my heart. My husband liked to come out here and fish. We spent many nights camping here in the brushwood. But now old Pops is doing his best to tarnish my fond memories. Old Pops is a fish, the biggest fish in the lake. What didn't he do? This fish has haunted my dreams for, what seems like ages. Old Pops, that evil fish. He has it out for me, I'll have you know. I was out on the boat with my husband, Farid, an anniversary camping trip, when old Pops leaps out of the water and snatches my wedding ring right off of my finger. It's not the first time he's pulled something like this. He's taken glow stones and bracelets. Sneakiest thief on the islands, that fish is. Well, some of those folks might be trying to cover up the fact they misplaced their precious items. It's easy to blame it on a fish. But he really did eat my ring. People round here talk about old Pops like he's some sort of magical fish with healing properties or some nonsense. They say when you stare old Pop straight in the eye, he conjures an image of what you want most in this world and makes that thing seem real to you, as real as day. Say, what would old Pops make you think of? What do you treasure most? Adventure? Painting? You know, I never gave much thought to art having importance and all that. I suppose it does, though. I know my Farid would have loved to have an artist's rendering of him with old Pops. That's enough reflecting for the time being. You and I, people of action. I don't suppose you'd be willing to help me get my wedding ring back. Of course. He's a big old fish, but you're strong. Will you get that ring for me? Excellent! Old Pops, better watch out! Our new traveler friend is a-comin' for ya! You got a fishing pole? You're not gonna be catching old Pops without one. Maybe not even with one, that floundering foe. No doubtin' you could find one in Nava if you've got some glowstones to spare. Don't know too much about him, other than he's a big one. Bettin' he's a sandfish by the size of him. You stay careful round old Pops, you hear? He has it out for us, especially boaters and fisher folk.
Welcome to K&K Apothecary, the finest source for all your medicinal tincture needs. If you hear of anyone looking for an apothecary, send them our way. Or really, just send anyone our way. It's been so long since we've had a single customer.
We've got the best herbs and potions in all of Eastshade. Tell your family, your friends, and random acquaintances to come here for all their apothecary needs.
Welcome to K&K Apothecary. Oh, really, just send anyone our way. It's been so long since we've had a single customer.
Hi there, stranger. Come on in. Care for some tea? Or maybe a mead? Here you are, then. Nothing like a refreshing cup. I don't think I've seen your face before. Are you from out west? Ah, okay. I thought you might be from out west. I haven't met many Westerners. I was born and raised in Narva. I really wish more Westerners would come through this way. I really want to ask them about the drumming. Have you heard the drums at night? What? Really? A tree door? Let's go see it. You're sure it was here? Well, they seem to have left no trace. And the door and the tree? I believe you. I've been hearing those drums for too long. Something mysterious is afoot.
Whatever they're doing, it's clear they don't wish to be discovered. I think you should ask around in Nava. Maybe there's someone who knows more about these Blushwood night drummers. All this investigating has made me thirsty. I think it's quite time for a Lindawian brew. Let me know if you find out more. Come on by anytime. Hi again. It's nice to
You finally arrived. Would you like some tea or maybe some pie? Don't be shy now. My name is known to all as Mudwillow. My passion is sight and all that it shows. Weaver of light and doctor of eyes, I hold the gift reserved for the wise. The sun illuminates all I must learn, but a heat so strong leaves me to burn. A dismal greeting from the glorious sphere, so I remain secluded down here. With me lies the gift which everyone seeks. So far you've all been liars and sneaks, sought out by foe and drunkards unfit. Not one of you has held nearly enough wit. They all bumble in, dreaming of crimes. Every day they show up, it's a waste of my time. But the strings of light you folded and bent prove you've got brains to some extent. It seems you may just be clever enough, although I'd bet your brain is packed full of fluff. But listen up, painter, for this is your task. Prepare your brushes and hear what I ask. Itself in a constant state of falling, to you it seems that it's always stalling. A stony side where the star hides away, a watchful eye at the peak of midday. When day turns dark but a moment in time, when a star goes black, though everything's fine. The largest of eyes that stare back at you, a sight that aligns. That's the moment I choose. Ah, here is something unexpected. I thought my riddle went neglected. The glowing sun confines me to mud, but this, it puts life in my blood. It's yours, most valuable thing I own, a trade for the clever wit you've shown. This brew's the only one of its kind, and its powers need a solid mind. Drink slow, once a day, your eyes will grow clear. Just a sip, and treasures will glow when you're near. Sip up, see well, but exercise care. This sight drains your spirit, till none can you spare. I devote myself to studying eyes, and I've seen plenty brimming with lies. But perhaps you're different in the end. Best wishes to you, my clever friend. Painter back again. Use the tincture well, my friend. Ah, it was you they saw in the dead of night. That makes sense. All is right. You see more than others do. That's all I'll say. Away with you.
brave traveler. I can see you have an adventurous spirit. I've got an excursion you're sure to love. Righto, sharp as a knife you are. This here is the bursting bubble. It has the ability to take passengers all the way up to the mountaintop. The ride is sure to give you a burst of adrenaline. You think so? Well, let me think. Aha! I'll call it the Sky Drop. Neverland? Curiosity Lift? Yeah, that's a perfect name. Much better. Thanks, friend. You know, when I invented this thing, I really thought it was going to revolutionize transportation. Imagine just flying right up to the tip-top of the world! Seems like something everyone would want to do. But for some reason, folks just don't seem to understand the idea. They can't seem to picture a balloon carrying people in the sky. I've hardly been able to get anyone out here to see it in person. Anyhow, thanks for helping with the name, Traveller. Seems to me that you're full of good ideas. Hello, good Traveller. Hope things are going well for you. As for me, I still haven't got anyone new out here to fly with me. Shame, because I know anyone would love it if they saw it. Hello, good Traveller. As for me, I still haven't got anyone new out here to fly with me. Shame, because I know anyone would love it if they saw it.
Need a lift? All right then.
Can I help you? Can I help you? Stay safe now.
Hey! So, I have some news for you. Leilani and I went out for a picnic date at the hot springs. We went at sunset and it was gorgeous. Right when the stars came out, I told her how I felt, and she felt the same way. We're officially a couple now. Thank you so much for helping me out. It means the world to me. You're such a great friend, a champion of true love. You're such a...
Hello again. Thanks for rounding up those poisonous veggies. What a shock. I was able to explain it to the market council. They said I've got one more chance. Can you believe that? I've got my eyes on the prize this time. No more mix-ups.
Don't you just love the music of the bards? I don't know much about the group, other than that it's some sort of spiritual gathering. But they do love dream. I think my father-in-law belongs to their group. I should ask him about it. Haven't heard of anything like that. There are some things that can only be understood with a trip to the library. It's on the second floor of this building. Don't be shy to ask a librarian for help if you need it.
Hi there! You know, it's so strange. Somebody came in just this morning and donated a book. She said to point people to it if anyone asked about night drumming, which made very little sense to me, considering this book appears to be unrelated to that. Not that I'm entirely sure what night drumming is. It was a little peculiar. Just about every sentence she said was a rhyme. Not sure if she meant to do that or if she was just doing it by accident. An interesting woman, I quite liked her. And then here you are asking about that very topic. So, are you a night drummer? Am I saying that right? Is this a new thing people are doing? Oh, I'm always so behind the times. Sounds curious indeed. Anyway, the book is called The First Folk and it's on shelf C. I'm not supposed to give those out to patrons. There's a bit of construction going on. Well, that sounds lovely. Why don't you talk to Zora about this? She has an office on the next floor up and probably a bit more clearance to fudge the rules.
That old Pops, he's a-coming for you. No ring, traveler? Hop to it. I'm counting on you to set things right in the sea.
You got my message, and you came. Oh, it's so good to finally meet a skyfolk. I mean, other than Mudwillow. But I guess she's not really a skyfolk since she does live underground. Maybe you've met her. Anyway, please forgive all the sneaky. I should introduce myself. I am Alejo. My people call ourselves Mahra, but I believe your people might better know us as the First Folk. Sadly, my people wouldn't exactly approve of me meeting with a skyfolk. Please, don't take that in a bad way. As a people, most of us are just very... No, I guess you could say we do not like to mingle with outsiders. But not me. For as long as I can remember, I have been fascinated by the skyfolk. The stories, the architecture, the language. I have dedicated quite a lot of time to learning your tongue, after all. I am grateful to Mudwillow for being such a willing teacher. And the variety. Is it true that there are bear folk? Do they have temper like a bear? Ah, of course, like my own people. They are people, after all, each different. I have so many questions for you. I hope it's not too bad to ask, but is it true that your people are removing the eyes of the firstborn? Aha! I knew it! I wonder what other lies my people are making up about the skyfolk. And what is your trade? Wow, that's very good. My sister is an artist too. She's an etcher, carves designs into the walls and such things. Well, I should probably leave here. Someone will notice I'm gone if I'm out for much longer. Ooh, tell me, do you think you could make me a painting of the big city? Mudwillow told me about it, but I want to see it. That would be incredible. I don't have much to give you, though. We could meet here again, same time tomorrow night. Oh, really? Can I have it? I will cherish it forever. Ah, It is beautiful. Your people's buildings are incredible. I am sorry, I don't have any of your kind of money. My people use something we call egra. I don't know how it's called in your tongue. I am still learning your language from Mudwillow. It is rock where animal has died. It is leaving like a print in the rock. Fossil. Yes, the fossil of a snail we use. What do your people use? Glowstones? We have lots of this. The rock of our home is rich with them. I can give you. You know, I would really like if you came to meet my people. You are a nice person. I think meeting you would help them see that outsiders are nothing to be scared of. Will you come with me to meet my people? I can show you my home and get you some glowstones. Forgive me, but I'm going to have to ask to blindfold you. As much as I consider you a friend, my kin would not appreciate disclosing the way to our home. I will guide you. It's not far. Is that acceptable? Watch your step. This way. Not much further now. We have arrived. Please, wait here just one moment. I went ahead and told most of the others that you're coming, so they won't get too startled. I've let them know you're completely friendly, but some of my people may still be alarmed. Please pay no mind to any strange looks. This way, if you please. Well, this is our home. What do you think? Oh, that will make us all feel very proud when I tell the others. I am glad you like it. We have been expanding for many generations now. We believe, as your own scholars do, that we Mahra were indeed the first folk to settle here. Our legend has it that the great sea captain Ilanit and her crew landed here after being lost at sea for 1,000 days without food or water. It's probably a bit exaggerated. But I do think Ilanit was a real person and truly fearless. She braved the ocean after all. I can think of nothing more terrifying than this. No, really? The sky speaks to me, but the ocean? No. Wow. Well, I'm glad you made it, so that we could find each other and become friends. Well, here is some glowstones. I hope that's sufficient. I truly am glad to have met you. You have taught me so much. I was thinking, one day I may want to go from here, go into the world, just to see. Do you think the Skyfolk would welcome me? Oh, that would be incredible. But I'm not ready yet. One day. I think your visit here will go a long way with my people. Now that they've seen you, a perfectly friendly one, it will plant the seed of acceptance. I dream that one day the Mahra can be friendly with the Skyfolk. I feel both our cultures would be richer. Okay. I'll let you look around a bit. Then I'll take you back. Are you ready? Farewell, my friend.
Painter. Ah, it was you they saw in the dead of night. You see more than others do. That's all I'll say. Away!
Sounds like you've managed to impress the great Yemeni. I thought you might. Your work is excellent and just the style our clients are looking for. We've got a whole bunch of commissions just waiting around. We keep them all in a ledger at the back. Take a look and see if you're up for any of them. When you finish a commission, just bring it back to me. I'll ensure you get paid and that the client gets the artwork. We're glad to have you join the gallery.
Hey, so you know that hot spring I told you about? Evelina and I went out there for a picnic. It was nice. And she asked me to be her girlfriend. So now we're together. It's so weird, but I feel like you had something to do with it. Anyway, thanks for whatever you did. Let me know if you need any weird tasting ground up plants. They're a group of people who like drinking this special tea because it makes you have better dreams. They hang out in the cistern under the city, but sometimes they have meetings on the Salt Spring Coast beach. My brother loves drinking the tea, but it's so boring. I mean, it just makes you dream. You're asleep the whole time. I think they're kind of like the Roots. They love dream teas too, but they believe only their gods should be able to drink them. Let me know if you need any weird tasting ground up plants.
To an outsider, this shady hillside might not seem like the best place to grow peas, but the farms of Nova's east side have been producing for hundreds of years. You see, Eastshadian peas don't handle direct sunlight like the continental variety. Oh, look at me, talking your ear off about peas already. Say, if you're looking for things to see in this country, you should find your way out to the Teefmore Bluffs. There's some gorgeous farm country out there. When I was younger, I'd head out there all the time. These days I find myself a bit too busy with my peas. Navian demand is higher than ever you know. By the way, if you need a few extra glowstones in your travels, I could use an extra pair of hands shucking some peas for market. I won't lie to you though, it's tedious work, can really drain you. Fantastic, I'll show you what needs to be done. It's not too complicated. Howdy! Need a few more glowstones, eh? Well, that's great news for me. really given it much thought, to be honest. It's just the place I've always lived. Suppose I'll take it for granted a bit. It's a dreamy place to live, isn't it?
Howdy. Did I mention some people call me One Glowstone Guy? Well, I've got two nicknames around here. The other thing people call me is 500 Glowstone Guy. I only ever have one item for sale at a time, and I only sell anything for one price. Guess how much? 500 glowstones. Sealant. Would you like to buy some sealant? It'll be 500 glowstones. You think so? Well, I only have one thing to say to that. Would you like to buy some sealant? It'll be 500 glowstones. There's only one thing I want that I can't seem to get, but I'm not sure you can help. I want to get into that fancy club, the Roots. They're such exclusive little buggers. I need the password to get in. No idea who to talk to about that. Get me that password, and I'll give you the sealant.
Hi there. Just one of the many cultural pastimes of Nava. They're usually pretty secretive, though. You might have seen some signs plastered around demanding you report the Roots. Fine. Everyone's got their own opinions. Just don't report them to me. There's nothing illegal about their organization. It's all just a really long feud. It tore my dad's family apart, I guess. But you should just talk to the Shez directly. They're the ones looking for information. They've been covering the city in flyers, demanding folk to report their neighbors. It's a bit unsettling, really. Can't say who's got the right of it, the Shez or the Roots, but it's been a long struggle. Not looking forward to seeing how it all ends.
Hi again. Ready to buy a bicycle yet? You'll get around a lot faster. 80 glowstones. Hi again. It's all yours.
I'm never gonna forget the look on his face when he ate that grape-filled pastry.
What crunch?
Good day.
Welcome back. We've got plenty more patrons interested in your work. Welcome back. We've got plenty more patrons interested in your work. Ugh, some people. So tacky. Beautiful. They're so very sad.
Need a lift? All right then.
Thanks again for the canvas.
When I was a boy, merchants came to Lindau with strange spite.
Who are you? How did you get in? I presume the old man told you why I'm here? Why I've chosen to live in this tower of solitude? You understand? Then, you know what it is to be an outsider your entire life? You've experienced what it is to be known for a birth anomaly? You can't possibly understand. Look at my face. It makes children cry. Before I left, I was the subject of chronic nightmares for one child. Her father showed her a new route to school so she could avoid passing me. Estranged from all others in this tower, I am an outsider. But Living in the town, I am an outsider all the same. At least here in my tower, I won't fuel the nightmares of children. I dedicated my life to becoming a great architect. For half a century, I labored at this. I built the city they live in. And how do the people of Lindau know me? I am the disfigured architect. The townspeople don't appreciate what I've done. They dwell in the marvel of my life's work. Really? What did it say of me? So, someone's finally taken notice of my talent? Well, that is interesting. That changes everything. It's about time. This conversation. It was almost enjoyable. Perhaps I'll see you again. But now, I'm afraid it's late. Or early, I should say. I don't believe I invited you into my house. Perhaps it got lost in the subtlety. What I meant was, please, leave.
Sorry, I don't feel like chatting right now. Oh, you know about us. I wish I could invite you to join the group and drink some tea. But we have to be really wary of the Shez. They're always trying to destroy our plants. What if you're part of the Shez? Then maybe I shouldn't tell you any of this. I'm already in enough trouble since I lost my amulet. If the Shez find it, they could infiltrate our tea room. It would be all my fault. They're a faith group. They think our use of the teas is sacrilegious and that their goddess will smite them or something if they don't steal everyone else's tea. It's annoying, though, because they already have plenty of tea and it all just rots away. But still, they want more. Sorry, I don't feel like chatting right now. Oh, you found my amulet. I thought I lost it for good. This is a key to my organization, the Roots. We're committed to the proper use of dream teas. The proper use being to use them. We get our fair share of trouble from the Shez. They think tea should only be used for sacrifice. That's why we have to be so careful. Well, yeah, the Shez are always harassing us about it. They're upset because we use the holy tea instead of leaving it to get moldy like they do. They have plenty of their own tea to sacrifice, but they want to rescue ours specifically. You should hear the crazy plots they come up with to steal from us. Maybe don't mention any of this to them. You seem like an honest person, though. If you want to give it a try, come visit us. Our meeting place is kind of hidden away. Not everyone in Nava understands dream teas, you know? The door is on the outer wall of the city, facing toward the sea. Take the underground tunnel starting near the bread stand in Nava. There's a walkway that leads right to the entrance. I'll see you there sometime. Thanks again for finding my amulet.
What's the password? Come on in then.
Welcome, friend. We haven't seen you here before. We're a very old community of people with a passion for exploration of the mind. Our practices have been dying out due to criticism from other religions. The founders of the roots believed that dream teas were given to us by the goddesses as a way to visit the other worlds they've created. Chemicals in these teas affect the way you dream, letting you visit places that may not exist in our world. Would you like to select a tea? Each blend has its own properties with different effects. Please, select a tea and step into a boat to enjoy an exciting dream. We only ask that you do not leave with the teas in your possession. This is the best place to use them. Sleep well. The shows insist that the dream teas should be sacrificed to TM, their goddess. They grow the teas, care for them, then leave the plants to waste. That's fine for them, but now they want to confiscate all of our tea too. Farewell. Farewell.
Howdy! I can see you're feeling a little under the weather.
Life is good here in Nava. Would you like to buy some sealant? It'll be 500 glowstones. No kidding. Well, smack me in the bloom sack and call me a tea kettle. Better than the glowstones, if you ask me. Much obliged. Here you go.
Where's your laugh? Hello, good. Where's your laugh? Hello, where's your laugh? Hello, good. Where's your laugh? Architects built. I think only I'm not supposed to take my raft over there, but it only took me to it once. I Lindau with broken. Hello, good. Where's your raft? Hello, good friends. Where's your raft?
Hello, name's Toma. Nice to meet you and welcome to the farm. We're the largest distributor of bloom sacks in the entire world. My old man was always proud of that. Rest his soul. Hoping my daughter, Ceely's her name, hoping she'll take it up after me, after attending university, of course. No way she'd miss out on the adventures offered by the academy. No question there. She's got a handful of dreams and no one's ever gonna take them from her. Well, better get back to it. I was just taking inventory of our stores. Seems like we're missing quite a few veggies, and I've been finding apple cores everywhere. Never heard of an animal that just leaves behind the core. And Ceely hates apples, so it's not her. You let me know if you see anyone sneaking around with a bushel of fruit, alright? Nice chatting. See you.
Not really taking new visitors. There's been an incident. But with the storm, well, I'll give you the room we all plan to give the detective. We're just about full otherwise. We have at least one unpleasant visitor and several upset ones. There's been a theft in one of the rooms. The police are on their way now, though it might take a while. Don't worry, though. The thief wouldn't dare strike again. Some sort of important book. Real valuable, I guess, by the way Mr. Historian is reacting. I don't claim to understand what it does. I just know we can't have any thieves making an escape. We've got all kind of weirdos here, and it could be just about any one of them. They're all exhausting me. Most of the guests are napping right now, though, so it's nice and quiet for the moment. Look, since we've got this shady business going on here, I'm not going to charge you. You can have a room upstairs, first door on your right. At any rate, it looks like you don't have much choice but to stay. The storm is raging out there. Not exactly. Well, there was this university student. Strange thing. She arrived around noon, coming from Narva. A few hours later, the historian arrived, followed by Helena and that businessman, Vadim. The student went off to her room. Figured she wanted an early start in the morning. But then she came out a little after sunset, bags all packed, telling me she had to leave and take care of an emergency. I felt bad for her having to leave in the night like that. My great-great-grandparents built it as a waypoint for expeditions north and for folks building windmills on the Tiefmoor Bluffs. It's well past its glory days, and I can't imagine this situation is going to do much to boost its reputation.
Who are you? You don't look like the authorities. Another suspect. When did you get here? Oh, sure. Well, watch yourself. There's a thief on the loose, and no one's even trying to catch them. In my translation book, it contains runes that would allow me to enter and learn more about the Tiefmoor ruins. It's highly sensitive and confidential information. I was on my way to the ruins when the thief made their move. Very few people know about the translation book. Someone must have been following me. And the authorities. Delayed by a boating mishap. At this rate, the thief is going to slip away in the night.
Hello, Detective. My name's Belinda, and I'm an open book, I tell you. Any questions you have, I'm completely ready to answer. I don't have a single thing to hide. The only suspicious thing I've seen is that historian. He's been running into our rooms, snatching up our things and dragging them around for others to inspect. It makes you wonder if he isn't trying to cover something up. My sister and I are taking a relaxing vacation. She hardly gets out of the house anymore, and I thought the fresh air out here would do her some good. Knees, thighs, toes, a continual upset stomach. Old age, you might say. I have. It seems that Miss Helena is unwell. I've seen her looking very sick and tired as she moves about the inn. You'll see. Something's wrong with her.
Hi, I'm Amir. You are going to crack this case, right? My girlfriend and I were supposed to play a show tonight. Oh, this is horrible. I don't know if this will help, but there was someone down on the beach late last night. I couldn't sleep, so I was looking out of my window at the lake, searching for inspiration. But yeah, someone was down there. I couldn't tell. They seemed like they might be tall, maybe, but certainly mysterious. They're a point of controversy around here. Some people want them open to the public, and some people think they're a sacred space. I understand that the ancient people wouldn't have wanted us to disturb their tomb, but it would have been pretty neat to play a show in there. Just past the innkeeper's counter. You can go in, the door's unlocked. We figured since we don't have any interesting books, we're probably safe from the thief.
Are you the authorities? Do you paint the crime scene to help find clues? Okay, well, my boyfriend and I really need to get off this lake. We're supposed to be playing a show in Narva tonight, but the innkeeper won't let anyone leave. It's so frustrating. We've never played anywhere important, and the one chance we get, this has to happen. It's such a bad situation. The indigenous people just want the land to stay sacred. All they ask is that no one goes in the ruins. But the university is constantly sending people over to investigate. They want to extract the artifacts. And there's this new law that says if the scientists can't find any ancient relics in the ruins, then the ruins aren't historically important, and so don't get any protections. That means the sacred space could be dishonored by random hikers. I mean, of course, the scientists won't find any relics. They aren't even allowed inside. So the land is really in peril right now. It's just a mess. We got here yesterday afternoon. We ate dinner, played some music, and went to bed. I heard some scuffling in the middle of the night, but I just thought it was rats. Ugh, they're everywhere. Just hurry up and find the criminal, okay?
Finally made it, Detective. I was hoping you'd be delayed so we could have more excitement. Of course. My sister Belinda dragged me here all of a sudden for a quiet retreat. But I don't much like quietly retreating. I'd rather have the suspense of a conniving thief in our midst. Yes. My husband and I used to go on dates at the ruins. The night sky and the fresh air, all surrounded by the history of the island. It's a very romantic spot, you know. No, I'm trapped in this bed. There's nothing at all to see here. But I did hear a young girl pacing outside my door before the theft. She seemed very flustered. I called her inside and we talked a bit about books. She was a student at the university. Suddenly she said she needed to go. What a sad girl. You skipped to the last page. The businessman Vadim gave me that book last night. I haven't finished it yet, and I don't know anything about the...
We need clues. The ruins are an incredibly rich source of culture and heritage for the people of Eastshade. I believe that within the ruins there are relics that would help us understand our beginnings on this island. But somehow, there are people who think history is a waste of time, and they've thwarted my efforts of discovery at every turn.
I've just been sitting... Well, who knows, really? We can't get in there to find out. But it's nice to dream. My sister loved hiking and traveling more than anything. Now she can only travel in her books.
What a mess this is. Just about everyone in this area has an opinion on them. Indigenous people think no one should even look at them. Most everyone else just wants to see what's inside. I had a pal who snuck inside when we were kids. She wouldn't tell me what she saw in there though. Kinda doubt she actually did it. mess this. Making great strides, Detective. I know you'll have this sorted out in no time. Oh, right. Well, anyway, I'm sure you'll find the culprit. As soon as the criminal still hasn't been found, I've taken the liberty of locking everyone's boat ashore. Shouldn't be travelling in the storm anyway. Why don't you take these keys and continue investigation of the suspects in their rooms?
Ah, good. You've finally arrived to sort this out. Check through my suitcase and I'll be on my way, Detective. Yes, actually, we've been trapped here all day waiting for you. I had a meeting scheduled in Lindau. I may have lost a client over this. Numbers? I'm afraid I don't know anything about that. I picked up that book in a small market last week. It wasn't my cup of tea, so I gave it to Rad Miller. A wasted opportunity at the moment. Who doesn't love the idea of visiting a tomb thousands of years old? Who wouldn't love the sense of discovery and heritage? Who wouldn't pay dozens and dozens of glowstones for that kind of experience? I'm going to bring that dream to life, I promise you that.
You don't look like any detective I've ever seen. I won't be answering your questions. You don't look like any detective I've ever seen.
Have you any
I won't
progress?
be answering your questions.
That historian! He's a madman!
What a mess.
Look, we've already searched everyone's trunks. The book isn't here. But maybe if you take a look, you'll find something that points to the killer. I mean, the thief. Why are you searching through my things? I only opened my trunk so the suspects would feel more comfortable opening theirs. Surely I can't be a suspect in this crime. That medication is my private business. Ahem. I would appreciate if you mind my privacy. I am the victim here, after all. It's true I'm being let go from my position at the university, but this is my life's work we're talking about. I can't just abandon this when I'm so close to finding all the answers. But really, detective, this is a waste of time. You should be investigating the actual suspects.
Did you figure it? I couldn't tell.
Just hurry up and find the criminal, okay?
Yes. No? I called her inside and...
Hi. I'm not really sure what's going on. Oh, right. Okay. It's just on the ground.
Good news. The real detective has arrived.
Well? What? You found this here? Why, I can't fully
What a mess this...
Are you the impromptu detective? Sorry it took me so long to get here. The innkeeper just filled me in on the situation. It seems like you've been doing good work here. Do you have a prime suspect? Really? That's very interesting. Let me have a look around and looks like you're well on your way to becoming a full-fledged detective. Certainly nice to have someone else carry out the interrogations. Sad story this is. Looks like Helena was hoping to sell off the land to the tourist industry. Worth quite a lot of money. Says she was trying to take a final look inside the ruins. That's why she needed the book. Must have been having second thoughts about selling the land. Unfortunately for her, we've now got solid evidence that the ruins are filled with ancient relics. No chance of selling the property now. Ownership will most likely default to university. Well, I'd be remiss if I didn't reward you for your work. Please, accept these glowstones I'm authorized to award good Samaritans like yourself. And I believe my work here is just about done.
So, you actually weren't the detective after all. I just had to see if there was anything in the ruins. All my life, I've believed there's nothing but spirits in there. I've started to see that no one else believes that. I can't afford for the land to go to science. Science doesn't pay. But my heart couldn't afford for the ruins to be opened as a tourist location. I just thought the translation book might hold some answers for me. Might help me solve this puzzle. Vadim made an offer on the land. He suggested running his own excavation for sacred objects, but really I knew he would do everything possible to destroy what he found. I took the book and planned to sneak inside the ruins. Just take a peek. I wouldn't have destroyed anything, and if I found something, I would have reported it to the university right away. Now, the ruins will be opened to the university. We'll just have to see what happens. Now, the ruins will be opened
I didn't
to
expect
the
things to
university.
happen so quickly. I guess the
have to see
ruins
what
aren't ours
happens.
anymore. I'm glad the university will be studying them. I've always wondered about everything I saw in there. Poor Auntie H. I wish she could see inside. She must have been really desperate to end up taking that book.
Well, after we recover the translation book from Helena, maybe I can get my position at the university back as well. The ruins have always been important to her. I only hope I can preserve them for future generations. And imagine what we can learn about the past. Eventually, I hope it will be better this way. If we uncover even one artifact, the ruins will be protected forever. No tourists, no names carved in the walls by hooligans, no trash tossed around. Just a bastion of history. On an unrelated note, I saw shall we call it the watercraft you arrived here in. I've drawn up some instructions for you on how to build a reed boat. They're commonly used around here. No need for whatever that thing is. You also find reed boats quite capable of coastal travel. I can't imagine your contraption there is. Best wishes, and, sorry for accusing you of taking my translation book. I'm sure you understand.
you.